You worked with more so. You worked with him in some singles stuff, but I want to talk about Chris Benoit. I know we talked about him earlier in his work with WCW, but you know, he got to move from one company to another, and really Vince highlighted him as a performer and gave him the opportunity to get beyond that glass ceiling that we discussed before. Just talk about your memories of Chris Benoit and you working Chris, and then him working Triple H as well.
Well, you know, I can't say enough good about Chris Benoit. I mean, no matter whatever happened that tragic day or 2-day period, I don't know, but as a man, I love Chris Benoit. He and his wife, Nancy, took care of all 4 of my kids at one time or another. In other words, all my kids were under his umbrella at one time or another. And my family respected him. He was one of those guys that always, when my kids came to the show, always wanted Chris to see him. They always wanted to see Chris. I mean, there were some people that my kids came, they wanted to see. Chris was one of them. You know, my kids loved him. Who wouldn't? I mean, and he brought, to me, Chris brought that intensity and work ethic that was, so missed, by so many performers. And whatever shortcomings that Chris had, and I think his shortcoming would be his ability to talk, and have that interview that matched up with his persona. But as a performer, as an individual, and as a human being, I can't say enough about him. Great. And the match that he and Hunter and Shawn Michaels had on the same show that I was on with Rock, and it was the 20th anniversary. It was unbelievable, and the emotion of him winning the title that night, the sun in the ring and all that, which played over and over again during that terrible period. But it's hard for me because the sad thing about this is that it went from everybody feeling bad about Chris to becoming, the company was really hit hard by it, and we were more scrutinized than ever for a long period of time. And stuff like that just brings the roof down on us. But as a person still, I said at the Hall of Fame, I respect him. Something was wrong. Somebody that we'll never know. But you can draw 1,000 conclusions, but only 3 people ever know. Nancy, David, and Chris.
Were you upset that your comments about Chris were removed from the DVD version of your Hall of Fame speech?
I didn't know they were they? I didn't say anything to him. I just said he was a good guy.